Good day. Today we're going to look at using the forplex name or the FORSYSID within MainView SRM, which allows us to determine if components will be active on a particular LPAR in a sysplex, or whether we want to have take actions on one LPAR versus another LPAR. So this is a quick way to have a common set of PARMLab members and then determine whether those actions or those particular requests will occur on one LPAR versus the other. So we're going to look at a very simple example here today. So we're going to go to the ADMMA view, which is our active administrative members view. And we're going to look at the SRM system parameters member here first. So all members within SRM start with the set command. Whether it's a function list or a rule list or any other member of the functions that determine the set the functions, everything's going to start with the set. The set determines all of those values that will be loaded in storage at startup. When we look at our global definitions or our system definitions member, we see that we're going to set the function, so the SM function member to 0, 0. We're going to set the pool member to 0, 0, the event member to 0, 0. And this is set globally. So because we're in a common UBB PARM, and this SMM sys 00 member is used across all LPARs within this plex, this will be common. So everybody will use this. This is going to be the values used for each one. And this can be used for everything. So whether we, the SSID for our BBI3 or to connect to the CAS, what our performance proc will be. So our performance collector proc is going to be MV pound SGP. This will be standardized across every LPAR, right? And so on. So what our high-level qualifiers are, some automation values, and we'll just go through all of these values, and we'll just keep scrolling down until we get to the bottom and see there's no set commands yet. These are commented out. But when we get down here to the end of the SMM sys member, we see another set command. So we set the set command here. This set command basically determines from an SRM standpoint, these are new values. These values will override anything that was set above. So everything above is globally unless there's something new that's set below. This is very useful because SRM has a connection point into the auto operator for ZOS solution. It also determines which components can start or other actions can occur. And since AO has its own subsystem ID, we do a separate set command for the BMCA LPAR. So we do a set, we do an include for SysID. So this is for SysID BMCA, and we say, hey, for the BMCA LPAR, the subsystem ID for auto operator to connect to is AOCA. And then for BMCB, the subsystem ID is AOCB. So that's why we're able to use a common member and we can connect based on which LPAR we're on. Conversely, the start underscore SGD, this one on line 261 here, the SGD component is our data collector component. Because our DASD is shared, the catalogs are shared, SMS is shared, we do not need to collect data on every LPAR. It is a common sysplex. All of the volumes are shared. Everything looks identical across all the LPARs. So because of this, we do a start SGD Y on BMCA because this is the system we want to do data collection on. And then on BMCB, we say we don't want to start the SGD component. Now, I could conversely have not coded a start here because by default, based on keys, SGD will start everywhere as long as it's licensed. And I could just go down and specifically say which systems I don't want to start it on. But to keep consistency, we'll do Y here and an N here. We have some other values that we set based on LPAR specific information, but you can do this for everybody. So what we do for the DBC and our MV logger, we send all of our logger information from A to our activity for A to the A system, and for the B system, we send that activity to the B system from a logger standpoint. So in other words, we're just trying to delineate where the information is going and how we collect that information. This can be used, so these FORSYSID can be used in any function list, any rule list to determine, I want to do this on this LPAR and I don't want to do it on this LPAR. Very useful for some of the HSM activities. Obviously, it makes it very easy to set up a common global definitions member where we determine which systems are responsible for certain activities or certain functions, and we can do it for pretty much any member. Thank you.